It's time for us to expose the truth. After all of the research, this is gonna be a gear video. Who loves to buy stuff? Me. Even living a simplistic life, it's still fun to make your home your own. And having goods that fit your lifestyle is a tool that can really help you to live easier. This is all the stuff that we use living in a truck camper. This gear isn't just for nomads. These are things that can just make your home better. This is stuff that we found that we don't want to live without, that we're so glad that we have. We are Honey I Roam. That's me, my girlfriend Amber, and our sweet pup Winston. For the last 4 months, we've been renovating this 1999 Lance truck camper that we scored for $3,800. We're hitting the road and we're actually at our first work camping job for the summer. Alright, we're not going to waste any more of your time. You guys are here for the gear, so we're going to talk about gear.
These items are going to show you are things that it's taken us time to figure out. Everything that we're doing here is trial and error. We do some research, of course, but really it's about having it in our space and seeing if it works, seeing if it's a good fit, seeing literally if it fits. What does fit is our collapsible kettle. This is something that we use every single day. Giulietta boils the water for her coffee in here. I make my water warm for my lemon water. Convenient, portable, adorable. Look at this. Ta-da! The little handle comes down and there's a really nice travel carry case to put around it.
Okay, this one, don't come after me because it's just so simple, but I love it. I'm standing in our bathroom. So this is actually a wet bath, so that means that you can take a shower in here. Everything gets soaking wet, hence the word wet. We don't use it because we don't have a hot water heater. A lot of you ask us about that, so I wanted to include that real quick. So these little doodads, this is just a toothbrush holder, so I have one here. It just easily keeps our toothbrush off of the counter, free from germs. Amber has hers. We also use it for our razor, so our razor doesn't get all wet.
Our truck camper has an 18-gallon holding tank for all of our water, but we prefer not to drink that water. We always have fresh water. We usually go to a grocery store or those little kiosks on the side of the road that have cheap, fresh, filtered water, and we put it in jugs. The jug that we keep inside of our camper is this super cool 2-gallon Stanley cooler. It's light, it's portable. 2 gallons is usually the perfect amount of water for us to use in the evening and fill up our water cups in the morning. We usually do fill this up about once a day.
These are items that actually just make our life more organized and more efficient.
Thank you to the sponsor of this video, BougeRV. This is an electric cooler and it's something that we seriously use in our setup every single day. We only go to the store every week and a half, 2 weeks, so we need storage for our food, our drinks, my beer, and that's what we're gonna use this for. BougeRV sent us this 30-quart portable refrigerator. It's like a cooler, but you don't need ice ever, so your food doesn't get soggy, it's not wasteful at all, and it saves so much money in the long run. The cooler ranges from -8 degrees if you need something really freezing, and it goes up to 50 degrees. I think we usually keep ours 35, 37 degrees. Even when it's really hot outside, this is gonna be able to keep everything cool. Some things are already standing out about this cooler that we've never had on any of our other electric coolers. We're gonna go down to the river right now and show you some more about this cooler. And by the river, there's not electric. Are you wondering how we're gonna power it? We're gonna show you.
This 30-quart 12-volt cooler is set apart from all of its competitors because of this feature.
Let's go.
This BougeRV electric cooler is at a nice chilly 36 degrees. We didn't have to bring a bulky power bank down with us, but it is plugged into something that's nice and concealed, and it is actually a little power bank. So you can actually buy this as an add-on on BougeRV, and this will actually power the cooler. This is perfect for tailgating. It's perfect for long drives. It's perfect for whenever you buy some cold stuff at the grocery store and you have a long drive to your home or a campsite. So I really love this component of it, And if you decide that you're just gonna plug it into a regular household plug, this power bank actually comes out. And you can use it as cup holders. Another really cool feature about this one is that you can actually put straps on the side. So if you want to keep it on like an outside cargo hauler or strap it down inside the back of your Jeep or your truck, you can actually make it so that it won't be wobbling around, so all your food stuff won't be just jiggling inside of the cooler. To give you an idea of the space inside, the 30-quart BougeRV cooler can actually hold 40 cans of beer, soda. It can hold 12 bottles of wine. It can also hold 6 2-liters. Another feature that's amazing about electric coolers and why we are such big supporters of them is you don't have to buy ice. You don't have to fumble around with ice. You don't have to mess with soggy food after it's been melting in a cooler all day. Thank you so much to BougeRV for sponsoring today's video.
Giulietta just planted all those. We went to the local nursery here. It's called Dora's Nursery. So sweet. You can tell there's so much love in it. We picked out these plants and Giulietta planted them, and now they're going to grow into so much more. Giulietta said, I'm gonna make pork chops and delicious food. Anytime that we can have food in, I'm usually gonna go for it. Today, I think she made this in, what'd you make it in? 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I feel like hash browns are always a breakfast food, but really it's just a deconstructed tater tot. It's a form of potato. It can really go with any meal. And this, she made some pork chops. We have a salad. Our avocados are really ripe right now. They're so good. Are y'all eating avocados right now? Let us know.
She made some honey mustard, but cheesy hash browns are just an incredible side to have. Add that to your next meal. Cheesy hash browns.
You want to eat this outside?
Let's go.
Let's go. Look who decided to join us. You can't say no to some dinner time. Woo. It's so nice eating outside. We've been using the inside of our truck camper way more than I thought that we would. It's so cozy, everything's accessible. When it's raining, when it's hot, when it's cold, our temperature is controlled. We still love eating outdoors. There's really nothing like it.
I just put some really good fresh herbs and some paprika on there. I was gonna fry the pork chops, but what a mess, right? I have to show you something that I use every single day. I love this thing. It's so simple, yet it's so genius. And I'll tell you what I actually use it for. Look at my little mason jar pitcher. It's a 32-ounce mason jar with a little lid on it. It's actually for cold brew coffee, but more oftentimes I actually use it for iced tea. So if you recall, I was on a Crystal Light kick. Stuff isn't very good for you. So I switched it up, and now I'm on cold brew iced tea, and I put a little bit of stevia in there. Way better alternative. Very easy too. I drink probably about 2 of these a day. It's also decaf. So I keep it up here. And it's just regular Lipton decaf cold brew. I just take one of these bags. I drop it in. Drop it in here.
When I was growing up, we would always make tea on the stove. We would boil some water, put the tea bags in there, add an ungodly amount of sugar.
But look at this. It brews this tea in like 5 minutes. But I like to leave it in the refrigerator so it's nice and cold. And then get me getting this. This is the sweetener that I use. It's actually agave 5. It's like a low glycemic agave mixed with stevia. So it's not super high in sugar. And then I just shake it up for a little bit.
Speaking of bougie, this is our little bougie outdoor setup. This is something that when we have the luxury of being somewhere for quite a few days, we can set it up. We have this canopy that a neighbor let us use, this rug, roll-out table, which has been part of our setup for a long time. We have our Coleman stove over here. To be honest, we thought we'd use it way more than we have. our truck camper stove has been way easier. Included in our outdoor bougie setup is this adorable air fryer. It's a 1-quart air fryer. Baby blue, can't go wrong, and the best part is it's small enough to be inside of our camper when we're traveling. We removed the microwave that was originally in there, and we keep this air fryer in it whenever we're on the road. But whenever we're somewhere for a longer period of time, we can set it up outside on our table. It is a very small one, so if you have an air fryer at home, probably larger than a 1-quart air fryer, but it does what it needs to for us. Another bougie item that we have out here in our setup is a luxury. That's really all that it is. It's not necessary, but it is for us to live a fully happy life. One of our amazing honeys, Stephanie, bought this for us, and it's been a total game changer. Last summer when we were here, we spent hundreds, no joke, hundreds of dollars on bags of ice. Even though it's pretty cheap here compared to most places, it was still a pretty penny. So this ice maker has been wonderful. If you were to buy one, it would definitely pay itself off if you buy ice all the time, or if you just suffer and drink room temperature water. Whoop. Look at this little ice cube.
It's time to talk coffee. So a little gadget that I found, I absolutely love it. It makes the best little shot of espresso, and I'll show you what we have. So this is where we keep all of our coffee gear. So I have all of the coffee stuff in here, and all I have to do is reach up for my super fine ground espresso. This is it. It's in this adorable case. I love how compact it is. And honestly, it just makes a really good cup of coffee. This is called the Wacaco Nanopresso. Has a very weird name. The bottom is where you put the water. The top of it is where you put the espresso grounds. The cool part is where you put the hot water. You're actually supposed to put boiling water in there. There's a cup on the other side of it. That makes it perfect for being on the road or whenever you just want to have a really quick cup of espresso without having to get all this stuff out. And then you pump it. And the pumping and the pressure in there is actually what makes the crema. You want to try some?
Yeah, for sure. Wow, it really looks like from a cafe. Mmm. It hits your whole mouth. It's really strong, and I just love being able to have it concentrated like this.
I love having a little espresso in the afternoons, and if it's hot outside, I'll make an iced latte, so I usually just add some milk to it. Everybody, our last cool gear that we're going to talk about is truck camper exclusive. This is the stuff that we love and we kind of need for having a truck camper. So all my truck camper people out there, tell me if you have any of this gear. I want to hear from you. Without a doubt, the most top of the line gear for truck camper stuff is torklift. So our number one things are these fast gun tie downs, and what's so amazing about these is you pull up on this, it releases the hook on the bottom, and then you can remove the tie downs. This is especially important for us because our tie downs actually cover the gas cap, so anytime we fill up gas, which this is a big old truck, we fill up often. So with the simplicity of being able to lift up on a handle, it's just huge for us. And what's cool about these is they're highly desirable, so Torklift also made these locks that go on them, so there is a key lock for it, so nobody can just go ahead and take them, and then you're kind of screwed because they tie down your truck camper. Another Torklift product that we absolutely love is a very simple suspension upgrade. It's called Torklift Stable Loads. It is actually a wedge that goes between the bottom springs and the top springs to help it feel a little more cushy whenever you're hitting a lot of bumps on the road. So these are a must-have for us. Thank you so much for watching this video. That was a super fun video to make. If you have any recommendations on things that you can't live without, let us know down in the comments below. We love you guys. This is the gear that we love.
Even the stuff that we boil on the stove.
You need to get back.
That's too far. Drink the water that we use in the sink and in the toilet. What we do have is...
Don't drink the water in the toilet.
3-volt.
It's called the, this is called the Wacaco. Is it called Wacaco?
Yeah.